Welcome students to another semester and to your circuits analysis and lab class. On this short video, I'm going to show you how to download Multisim, which is a software that you will need to simulate real-life circuits, and also how to download the software that you need to be able to use and control the MyDAC device, which is a device that you're going to use for your labs. This little device has different features like a voltmeter to measure voltage. You can also measure resistance. You can use the oscilloscope and many other nice features that you can play with and learn with. This device, along with a breadboard, the cables and components are all going to come in a little box that you're going to get at the beginning of the semester. That is not necessarily the way that the box will look like. It might be white, it might be brown, it might look in different ways. But one of the important things about this box is that it will have a code somewhere in it. And it is a code that starts with the letter H. That code that starts with the letter H, and in my case I find it right here, is a code that you will need to activate all of your licenses for your software. So keep in mind that code. It might also come in an envelope that will be inside of the box when they give it to you. So let's get started. The first thing that you're going to probably come across and get your hands on is a manual, an installation manual that looks like this. We're going to follow the steps in this manual to install the softwares that we need for this class. Right now I need to make a very important side note, which is that all of these softwares only work on computers with Windows operating systems. This means that if you have an Apple computer, if you have a Mac computer, you need to team up with somebody that has a Windows computer so that you guys can work together on the labs. If you scroll down, you will see the materials required: the NI-MyDAC device, the breadboard, and components that all come in the box that I previously mentioned. Then you have the software. First of all, Multisim, to simulate real circuits. Next, you have Elvis, which is iDriver software. It uses LabView-based software instruments to control the NI-MyDAC device and read its inputs. Then you have some other optional resources, like the Google site that I created. This site has the required book for this class, some solved problems, some videos, the WhatsApp group chat link in case you want to reach your classmates or me, and other resources. So you can just click on the link and access the site. On this site, we'll find resources like the manual, the book required for this class. You can click on the link or on the image. It will take you to the site. Then you scroll down and you click free download. Back on the site, you can find the WhatsApp group chat link, and feel free to navigate all the different tabs that I put there for you. If we head back to the manual and we scroll down, we can find the index. You can find this return to index link, which can help you with navigation. We will start with step number 1, how to install Multisim. This downloaded version of Multisim is required, along with the NI Elvis and LabView. This, on number 3, is Multisim Live, is an online optional tool. It is not necessary, but you will need the downloaded Multisim version to be able to do your labs. So please make sure you download everything on step number 1 and step number 2. Click on step number 1. You can also just scroll down. Now we will create an NI student account by clicking on this link. Then we click on create an account, and it will take you to this page. Fill your first name, last name, enroll, put student, put your email address and your password, and then hit create account. It will automatically send you a confirmation email. Go to your email account, find this confirmation email, and click on this link. Thanks, your NI user account has been confirmed. Now you can close all tabs, and we can go back to our manual. Next, we're going to finally start the process of downloading the Multisim package. Click on this link, and make sure that you read ahead on this manual. so that you don't lose any essential details that might make the installation more complicated. For example, make sure your selection matches the following before clicking download. We have here Multisim, we have the version, and we have 32-bit. We go back and check it. Multisim 14.2, perfect, and 32-bit, 32-bit, so we're ready to click download. We see another important note here in red. Along the installation process, continue selecting next and accept on every step. All the extensions you need are pre-selected. You do not need to make any changes. Once we click download, another window is going to open. Sometimes it is going to ask you to log in again to the student account that we just created in step number 1. Once you log in, this window is going to open. And the downloading process should start automatically and a window will pop up like this one. You click open file. If it doesn't, you can click this link right here. So click open file. 2 windows will open. One of them is for you to agree to the terms and conditions of the license. Do as everyone does and read every word very, very carefully. And then just agree and hit next. This window will also appear. It's asking you if you want the system to remind you of any updates. I click yes. And it will continue downloading until this window appears. Now we see that it says checking for licenses associated with your account. This might ask you to sign in again to the account that you made on step number 1. If it doesn't, don't worry about it. This window will appear automatically. What we need to do now is get the box that we got at the beginning of the semester with our MyDAC and components and find the serial number, which we will use as the activation code for the license of this software. As we can see here in the manual, this number will always start with the letter H. Now we can go back to this window and input that serial number into these boxes to activate the license. Only 2 of these licenses will activate. This is supposed to happen. You can continue. Next, the system will ask you to restart or reboot your computer. After rebooting your PC, you should be able to start using Multisim. Search for NI Multisim 14.2 in your apps. This is how Multisim will look like once you open it. You can start investigating the different components that you can select and how you can make different circuits by clicking over here. There's a wide selection of components, and you can select all groups to go to, for instance, basic, and find a resistor. You select the resistor that you want, you click on it, then click OK, and you can place it on your virtual breadboard. You can also select sources, power sources, and then find DC power. Click OK, and place it on your breadboard. You can move them around. You can also rotate them. You can also double-click to change values, and many other interesting things. I encourage you to go ahead and play around with Multisim, learn how to use it, because this is going to be your bread and butter for the entirety of the semester, and you're really going to need Multisim on your tests. Let's continue on to step number 2 and install NI Elvis with LabView. Now open your NI Package Manager. This downloaded together with Multisim on the Multisim package. Go to your search bar and type NI Package Manager. Once the NI Package Manager opens, click on the Browse Products tab located at the top and search for LabView and drivers. Make sure that you select the 2019 version 32-bit. Remember that all the correct selections are already made for you. You do not need to change anything. You can just click Next. Click Next again. Click I accept on the license agreement and then Next. Click I accept once more and then Next. Once again, Next, Next. Eventually, this window is going to pop up. Let's not forget to always refer back to our manual. This is very important. So here it says activate LabView 2019 application builder and optionally also LabView 2019 report generation toolkit. The activation code is the same serial number used to activate Multisim. Type in the serial number that starts with an H in each one and all of these boxes. Once you have filled out all of the boxes, click Activate and then click Next. Only 2 of these licenses will activate. This is okay, you can continue. Next, we are going to download NI Elvis. Search for NI Elvis MX by typing it in the search bar found at the right upper corner of your NI Package Manager. So click on your search bar, type NI Package Manager, open it, and now we need to type NI Elvis MX for our search. Type NI Elvis MX right here, then hit enter and make this selection. Now click Install. When this appears, click Next. On the license agreement, click I accept and then click Next twice. Eventually, this window will appear. It says installation complete. All selected packages were successfully installed. Now you can reboot your computer. You have installed NI Elvis MX and you have rebooted your computer. Now you can plug in your MyDAC device to the computer. A blue light on the side of the kit indicates it is being powered. So this is the way my box looks like. When I open my box, I will find my MyDAC device, the cable to connect to the computer, the probes, and a breadboard that might look like this. It might look like this, or it might be even a bigger one that I don't have right now, but you get the idea. So then you grab your cord, you connect to the MyDAC, and you connect it to the computer. There we go. I don't know if you can see it there, but there's the blue light that indicates that it's being powered. Usually, a window will pop up on its own. You can go ahead and close this window. Now click on your search bar and type Instrument Launcher. Click on NI Elvis MX Instrument Launcher and this window will appear. Now click on Digital Multimeter. This is the first tool that you're going to use. If you want to test it for the first time, grab a battery that you have laying around your house, just a regular battery. Here are the batteries that I found. I don't know if they are old, used, or brand new, so that's what we want to find out. Our next step is to find the red and black leads or probes that came with your kit and connect them to the MyDAC device. Once the device is connected to the computer, we will click over here in V. Make sure that you pay attention to the image over here. This represents this side over here of the MyDAC device, and it shows the proper positioning of the leads, the way that you should connect them so that the device works properly. Now I have my probes connected. The next step is to grab your probes. Some of these have caps on, you can just take them off. Next, click here on Specify Range and select Auto. Click on Run over here. and you can test your battery. This is giving me a value of 1.6 volts. It is a 1.5 battery, so it is new and good to use. That is all for today. You're now able to use your Multisim software and your MagDuck device to do all your labs.